Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Misha. Thank you guys for joining me yet again for another review. We are back with a new show alert. Okay, Heart and Hustle, Houston. So y'all already knew I was gonna review this show because I'm going to review anything that has to do with Houston. I just hope that this one lasts more than one season because we know how OWN likes to do. OWN, honey, we deserve more than one season if the ladies would like more than one season. Okay, because I'm still waiting on Family Empire Houston. But I kind of understand that one being one and done because they were trying to get a little bit too messy. So, therefore, and thus and such, we on this one. So, when the episode first opens up, we are introduced to all these beautiful ladies. The first scene, we're at Rain HTX. We meet Latoria. Her name is Latoria Lemon. She is an award-winning publicist. Now, I have to say this. The ladies on this show are some of the who's who of Houston. You have been to one of their businesses. You have seen some of their work. You have even sat in some of their chairs. They are those girls. Okay, so before we go any further, I just wanted to put that out there. Now, Latoria, she's an award-winning publicist. She's worked with everybody, and she's at Rain HTX, right? So she's the co-owner of Rain, and it's a premier restaurant and lounge. And she wants to invite the ladies to a tasting, which it was supposed to be a soft opening, but for me, it just felt more like a tasting. But we'll get to that in a minute. Then we meet Chloe. Chloe Cook. She's an awesome party planner, wedding planner, planner extraordinaire. Y'all know how when you watch Real Housewives of Atlanta, it's always that planner that does the fool and never knows how to execute? That ain't Chloe. Chloe plans some beautiful events. She really does. She puts together awesome events. So then we meet Labrina Jackson. She owns Escape Spa. Then we meet Rose. Rose is a restaurant consultant, and she does that for restaurants, bars, and clubs. And she's also worked with the movers and the shakers and rubbed elbows with the people that you see every single day. So as they're coming in, we meet Manira, and her name is Manira Page. She is an electrical engineer. Now, this is a space that's not normally held for Black women, but she was one of the few, the proud, the electrical engineers. Okay. Baby, she up in that thing. So everybody's getting there, right? And then we meet Elena. Elena is the owner of Color du Jour. Let me just say this to y'all. Pre-COVID, baby, I would always book my makeup to be done at Color du Jour. They have some of the best makeup artists. And she has really turned that brand into something special. You know, some of the people that come to Houston, some of your favorite artists, actors, actresses, you know, even people that have been on different shows, they get their face beat by Color du Jour. So, I mean, if you're ever in the Houston area, now you might not get an appointment, honey, because they be booked. When I say booked up, if you think you want to get your face beat, you might need to book 3 years in advance. That's how booked they be. But yes. So they all make it down to the Rain HTX and whatnot. And so Latoria is telling them how she became a part of the business. So they're all sitting at the table waiting for the food to come out and the drinks. And she starts to tell them what's the reason why she is a part of the business. So they're all sitting around and they're like, oh, Elena, your ring is really pretty. So they notice Elena's ring, right? And she says, they said, is that your wedding ring? She said, no, it's not. So they're like, girl, where's your wedding ring? And why don't you have it on? She was like, oh, I'm not wearing it because it's silver. Okay, girl. Elena, go away from me with this. So you're not wearing your ring because it's silver? I said, oh, baby, it's finna be a fool out the gate. It's finna be a fool. So they all want to know, where is the ring? So she's telling them that her and her husband have been together since, you know, she was in the 11th grade. He was a senior. They've been together since high school, and she's never been with any other man. Now, this is a debate for me because me personally, I don't feel like that's good. But there are a lot of people that are one and done. I feel like you gotta, I'm not saying have sex with all the men, but you have to experience other people. That's just how I feel about it. But maybe y'all have a difference of opinion. Some people feel like, you know, get your man, girl, lock your man down, clank, clank, and y'all get married, have babies, and live happily ever after. Me, on the other hand, I'm like, you know what? I think I may start to resent my partner, or he may start to resent me if we're each other's one and only. But I mean, it worked for some people, honey. It worked for my parents, y'all. They've been together since they were in the 10th grade. So there's that. So everybody's trying to figure out what's going on with this ring. And Chloe, who is the most outspoken one of the group, she's like, no, ma'am. That's boring. I need some spontaneity, honey. And if we gonna be together and it's just him, he gonna have to be smacking it, flipping it, and rubbing it down. Okay? Because when it's Mr. Nasty time, he gonna have to be in that thing. Otherwise, I'm not gonna be able to do it. So everybody's like, oh my God, Chloe. Girl, you ain't got to say all that. Listen, Chloe, I'm speaking directly to you, ma'am. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. You could have said to her, Elena, girl, just one man. So have you ever, no disrespect, have you ever found yourself getting bored? Because I know me, girl, and I just get bored so easily. Not, girl, that's boring. Is that what you want to do? So Elena is trying to explain her marriage to these women. And Chloe is being all judgy boots. Girl, please. Whatever works for you in your marriage works for you in your marriage. But then you lost me. Because then Elena tells them that they are sleeping in separate rooms. Elena, girl, y'all are too young to be sleeping in separate rooms. And you can't be telling everybody everything. Separate rooms, they are not that old, y'all. I don't even think they're in their 40s. Like, I'm just being straight up, if I'm correct. Because I'm 42, and I know she's not as old as me. So I think that they're still in their 30s, and you're sleeping in separate rooms already? So then Chloe said, well, do you think you're outgrowing Josh? Because, girl, you fine, okay? You are fine. So do you think you're outgrowing him? And Elena said, no, I mean, I'm not. Because he's fine, too. Chloe said, girl, he ain't. Okay. Chloe said, girl, find a who. Listen, I'm going to keep my thoughts to myself. All I have to say is, Elena, if you should ever leave Josh, you will not have a problem. That's all I'm going to say. I ain't going to do a Chloe. But if you were, because I'm not going to comment on your husband, honey. That's your husband. But if you were ever to leave Josh, you would not have an issue. Moving forward. So then Latoria gets in the confessional. She said, I don't know what's going on, child. Things are being said and I'm just speechless, honey. I need ChatGPT. Is that what it's called? Latoria, not you need ChatGPT. Girl, I know that's right, honey. I don't know what's going on, child. And the whole time, Elena up there saying, my husband is fine. You need to see him with no clothes on. Elena, bring it in. Okay? Reel it in. I know you don't know, but that's not what you should be saying. Girl, what are you talking about? You should see him with no clothes on. She should not see him with no clothes on. It's fine. So then we move on to Chloe, and she's dating this young tender. Now, she done threw me off when she said that he's almost the same age as her damn son. I said, no, ma'am. You sitting over there judging her, and it's giving Drea and Jalen Green. It's a no for me, big dog. Absolutely not. These Houston young men are for the streets. The old men, the young men, the in-between men. Damn it, the ages of 18 to 65, they are for the streets. Absolutely not. Chloe, you might not want to judge Elena when you done reached all the way back. Girl, goodbye. And Labrina was like, what are you talking about? Girl, y'all be dating them younger? There's absolutely no way. Now, me personally, I just think it must be a good drive-by, and that's all. Because nothing else makes sense. Why would you want to deal with a man that's 17 years younger than you? And I think me and Chloe might be the same age. 17 years. Absolutely not. She said, no, I don't even think so, because she said he's not even 30. Oh, girl, please. Moving forward. So then they're all looking at Labrina like, girl, you ain't never, wanted to date somebody younger. She said, hell no. Because men are already behind the curve. And then you go and pick somebody way back there. He doesn't have any experience, don't know how to act, and now you done picked him up? Child, absolutely not. The way that these men move out here, I would not have put him or his picture on this show. Because they showed a picture of him, and I was like, I think I know him from somewhere. I don't like it. Baby, I don't like it. Now, do what y'all want to do, but I can't take it seriously. Okay? I can't take it seriously. Here go Manera talking about, I'm really happy for her. I mean, if that's what she wants to do. No, ma'am. Sometimes we cannot co-sign foolishness. And I was with Labrina when she was like, girl, no. What? 17 years. Girl, what you gonna do for you? So they're all trying to shade Latoria because the food is coming out a little bit slow. The drinks are coming out, a little bit behind. And she's trying to explain that it's because, they're just opening, trying to get the kinks out. We're not fully open. This is just a soft opening. And Labrina said to her, the standard for her businesses, the customer service has to always be there because people are harder on Black-owned businesses than they are with any other business. And because her spa is not one you can find at the Four Seasons, she has to make sure that her customer service is up to par. Of course, Latoria disagreed because she feels like her resources are not what everybody else has, within arm's reach. And I agree. They do come down harder on us because they automatically expect, the bad, the slow service, the subpar product. They automatically assume that because you can go anywhere, find a grass wall, a hookah, and a loud venue to eat your lamb chops and oxtails. I will go in there and get something to go because I want to make sure I support y'all. And as a matter of fact, y'all support Rain HTX. But if I want to not be overstimulated and not be overwhelmed, I will go to a franchise. And they also have their own set of issues. And I ain't afraid to say so. But I'm with Labrina. You have to do it full out. Go full out, even for the soft opening, because we're already at a disadvantage. And she wants you to succeed. So I think that was very sound advice. And I feel like Latoria took the criticism beautifully. She really did. I like her. Her personality is top notch. I like her a lot. Moving forward. In the next scene, Elena goes over to Latoria's house for a little one-on-one chat. So they sit down, they start talking about the other night, and they get on Chloe and how she was talking out the side of her damn neck when it came to Elena's husband. Elena said, well, you know what? Chloe had too many opinions on my marriage, and she could never pull the caliber of man that I get, which is Josh. Girl, what caliber of man? You got him out of the hallway at third period in the high school. The high school caliber? Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Girl, not Josh, child. Don't get offended. Everybody doesn't have to appreciate your taste. But I do think that it was distasteful the way that she went about it. But quite frankly, I wouldn't want no woman looking at my man anyway. If you don't think he's fine, congratulations. Happy birthday. I am so happy that you don't think he's fine. Keep your eyes on your own paper. You don't need to worry about mine. So therefore, if thus and such, it wasn't a problem for me. But maybe that's just me. So they're talking, and Elena was telling her, how her and Josh were working together, and they had been working together forever. And she gets in the confessional and tells us how their brands used to be together. He quit his full-time job so that they could do couples content. But now they're separating their businesses and they're taking a step back. Now, Elena was saying that she hopes that them getting their own identity is going to help them. But as I was watching, I was just thinking, y'all, Elena, girl, this show is about to magnify everything that's going on in your marriage. Open up all kinds of foolishness. And did you come on this show to plan your exit? Because 5 minutes in, y'all don't wear a ring. We sleep in separate rooms. We've been together since high school. He don't look at me. He don't talk to me. I don't look at him. I don't talk to him. I do the makeup. He does the pictures. We don't do nothing else. Why are you telling us all this? Why? Like, I love a good openness from a person, but it's just too much too soon, girl. It's too much too soon. Now, Latoria is just listening and taking it all in. And she says in a confessional that she knows that Elena is going through it in her marriage, but she's letting her figure it out on her own because she does not want to overstep her boundaries. And, they kind of, joking a little bit. She's like, girl, we going to get you some bunk beds. Girl, bunk beds. Girl, this is not sleepaway camp. Y'all in that house sleeping like Lucy and Ricky. Now, I don't know if y'all used to watch I Love Lucy, but I did, honey. I love a good black and white program. And, baby, the way that they used to sleep in them twin beds. Child, please. This is way too much information. Way too much. Y'all have been together for a while and you're not that old. So I know you're trying to hang on to your marriage. I get it. Because people do not respect the sanctity of marriage. Those vows mean absolutely nothing, for better, for worse. And yeah, I get it, girl. But make sure that you don't look up years from now with regret. Because sometimes we hang on just a little bit too long. I'm not telling you to leave your husband, girl. Work your issues out with your husband because there is absolutely nothing out here. What I'm saying is just make sure that you're doing what's good for Elena. That's all I'm going to say. Over on the other side, Labrina and her husband are having a couples night. They live in this beautiful house with 5+ acres. That's what I'm talking about. This is how I'm trying to live. Come through, acreage. This is what I am talking about. I think I just had this conversation. It may have been with the people on my Patreon, but I was talking about how I'm a city girl, but now I'm starting to want a little bit of the country life. Like, I want to be in a place where my neighbors are not attached to me at the hip. I want to have a beautiful plot of land. I want to be able to move around and do things that I want to do. So seeing this, it was very inspirational. I was like, okay, I like that. Now, her husband is William J. III. He used to be a cornerback in the NFL. They've been together for 10 years. They've been married for 2. So then Manera and her husband Norman, they arrive. She tells us that she has 4 kids. They've been married for 11 years. Again, she reminds us that she was an electrical engineer, but now she is a full-time content creator. She said she was doing both of them. She would do the content in the middle of the night. She was an electrical engineer, which you got to use all your brain cells for. She ended up in the ER because she was working too much. So she just decided, I'm just going to do the content creation. And I say go for it. Now, the good thing about that is you always have your education and your skill set to fall back on. So if things don't work out, honey, put on your hard hat and go on back out there in the field. Moving forward. So then Elena and Josh arrive. Now, when they arrive, I'm instantly side-eyeing Josh. Okay, instantly. Because what? Baby, I got an attitude. See, that's why you can't be telling people that kind of stuff, Elena. Because now I'm mad at him and I ain't going to never not be mad on behalf of you. Okay, so I'm looking at him like, say what now? Anyway, welcome. So they come on in and whatnot. All the couples are together. They're kind of talking about who drives and who does this and who does that. And they were asking Josh and Elena how long they've been together. They've been together for 15 years. Well, they've been married for 15 years. And they've been together for 21 years. So Labrina said, well, what's the secret to staying married for a long time? And Elena said, well, a lady told me a long time ago, all you have to do is just get naked. There's no possible way that you can argue if you standing up naked. So, they were all kind of like laughing at it. And Josh was like, well, why you need to try that tonight? Well, how's she going to try? Who room she going to go in? Yours or hers? Like, come on now, let's be very for real. So then Labrina gets in the confessional and she said, I just know Josh be looking at Elena because she just so fine. He probably be coming past her in the kitchen like, yeah, that's what's up because she's so fine. Is he? Because he seems like he's taking her for granted to me. Separate bedrooms. Child, I would have never revealed that on this show. These vultures out here in these streets, they just wait for some information. Girl, I would have never, when I say you could not pry it out of me, I would have never told him that. And he ain't looking at her in no kind of way because if he was, he would be in there with his wife. But maybe that's just me because I want Elena to feel wanted. Now, I don't know the ins and outs of her marriage yet because she hasn't revealed everything. But I pray that they can get over this hump and get back on the right track because this ain't good, child. This is not good. In the next scene, Elena, Labrina, and Manera, they go sit outside and talk. So Elena is telling them that her and Josh are good. And Labrina's like, listen, girl, we are not going to judge you. You can be honest. You can tell us what's going on. And it was given very much. Take a minute, girl, come sit down and tell us what's been happening. In your face, I can see your pain. Don't you try to convince us that you're happy. It's giving, girl, I can tell he's been lying and pretending that he's faithful and he loves you. Because y'all was sitting right up there looking like DC3. So just sit on down, Elena, and tell him what's the real, honey. Come on now. Shout out to Beyonce and them. So Labrina is like, you know what? I haven't been married that long. But does married sex get boring? Like, what y'all be doing? Is it like that? Listen, it's what you make it. If you make it exciting, it will be exciting. If you get boring, then it will be boring. Now, according to Elena, her and Josh have no fireworks. Elena, girl, don't piss me off. Don't tell nothing else. No fireworks, sleeping in separate rooms, using separate phones, in separate cars, separate businesses. Don't tell them nothing else. Ma'am, please do not let these people use your marriage to catapult this show. Because that's all we've been talking about. And this feels more like Love and Marriage than Love and Marriage. This is giving Love and Marriage Houston. And I really want your thing to work, girl. Don't be telling people everything. This is a fool. In the next scene, we see Chloe. She's at home with her kids and she's telling us she had her son when she was 20 and she has twins from her husband who passed suddenly after they got married. He had a massive heart attack. And I have been following her for years. And I remember being so devastated for her because she had just celebrated her marriage. Like I literally remember looking at her post pictures on Instagram and saying, oh my gosh, what a beautiful wedding. I'm so happy for her. I don't know her personally, but I was just like, oh my gosh, she got married. That's so great. And then like a few months later, I see that her husband had passed. And she has really come a long way. So my condolences to you, Chloe. I know that it's been some time, but that pain never goes away. And I'm sure that just having to even speak about it or relive it or see pictures of him, I'm sure that's hard. And then you have your two young girls. So my condolences to you. So they're all in the kitchen, right? And she's saying she's finna get ready to cook. And so her son said, well, I'm about to go. When you come, I leave. Now it's a problem. She said her son, Nico, has stepped up and he's been there for her, and that's a person she can talk to. But right now they are not seeing eye to eye because she's dating a man that's much younger than she is. Now he's trying to leave. She wants to talk. She wants to get down to the bottom of it because it's really none of his business who she dates. It's not his business who you date, but nobody wants to see their mom wasting time with somebody the same age as they are. And he probably feels away because you said that he's close to his age. That's creepy. Nobody want to think of their mama dating their peer. Like, let's just be very for real. Come on now. Let's be very for real. In the next scene, Chloe goes over to Latoria's place for a single ladies night in. Latoria, you are hosting all the events, girl. You are the hostess with the mostest. But we need to move to a room with a little bit more light. Okay, because they playing in y'all face with that light right there in that area. Let's move, because let's just move over. Let's move over. They get there for the single ladies night in. Chloe gets there first. Child, Latoria's dog is feisty. Chloe feisty. It's just too much. It's too damn much. It is too much. So then Ro, she gets there and they all sit down. They start eating. They're talking. And Ro tells them that she quit the club that she was working at. She put in her 2 weeks, but she's still there because the owner of the club is her best friend and he does not want her to leave because she's an asset. So no, you got to stay. Girl, you ain't going nowhere. You better get on in there, child. So they start talking about dating. They're trying to set up Latoria, right? Talking about, girl, you need to get you a Nigerian. Hook me up with an African girl. Remember when Shamia said... Y'all know I take it back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta no matter what I'm reviewing, okay? That's the type of time I be on. You remember when Shamia told us that Phaedra said that? Hook me up with an African girl. So anywho, Ro is telling her that she needs to get her a Nigerian. I said, oh, Lord, here we go. Baby, they heavy out here in these streets too. They is heavy. Baby, I had one on me so heavy. I was like, absolutely not. And they are very relentless. They do not give up. Baby, he tried to court me so bad. I said, absolutely not. Baby, Ro and Chloe are too advanced for Latoria. She don't know what they got going on. They talking about the YNs, the athletes, the Nigerians. Baby, Latoria was like lion, tigers, and bears. Oh, my. She said, I ain't going to be able to keep up with all that. I know that's right, honey. I can barely remember where I put my damn keys. I do not have time for no roster. I do not have time for that. How do y'all do the rosters of it all? I can't do that. I got to see one fine man that I think I like. And I don't even just be liking people for real right away. You got to do something to make me like you. And then even then, I'm like kind of side-eyeing you a little bit. It's just too much. But I ain't going to be able to do it, honey. Houston got a plethora of men, but none that I want to deal with. It was bad before all the implants came. And now it's even worse. So therefore, and thus and such, I be inside. Moving forward. Over on the other side, Elena went over to Labrina's house so she can open up about what's really going on in her marriage. Now, I think she didn't want to speak in front of Manira, but she feels safe with Labrina. But Elena, I'm going to say this to you. I hope you also have some individual therapy scheduled because I can tell you need an outlet and you really were waiting for a time to be able to express exactly how you feel. I don't know your girlfriend circle. I don't know if you feel like you may be judged, but you need to really talk to somebody. Now, she's saying that she feels safe with Labrina, so she starts telling her how her and Josh sleep in separate bedrooms, and it's been 2 months since they've had sex. But then, you know, he got in front of the boys acting like they do it every night. Well, get naked tonight. You're not taking it, honey. You're returning it to sender. So what are you talking about? So Labrina starts telling her, girl, when my husband was heavy in the NFL, he was cheating on me like a dog, okay? Cheating on me. But the man that I have today is not the man I had back then. So then Elena reveals that Josh cheated on her during their engagement. And she never shared that because she didn't want to look crazy for staying with him. And the way that her family is set up, they're all prim and proper and buttoned up and everything has to be ever so. And they just want her to present perfectly. Now, I'm going to say this to you, Elena. You did not deserve that, first of all. And it's okay to cancel every damn thing. I don't care how much you cried when you took the ring. Why must we always endure the cheating and the suffering before the love and the care? And then half the time, the love and the care is just a Band-Aid because you're going to get more suffering a little bit damn later. Now, I'm going to speak from experience. When I say that worrying about what other people may say is your worst mistake, I did the exact same thing. My first marriage, I knew dang on well I shouldn't have walked down that aisle. People thought I was crying because it's just such an emotional moment and I'm so in love. I feared for my damn life. I was like, why am I walking to the end of this aisle? This is a fool. I got my damn daddy in this tux and I need to be going the other way. Do not worry about what other people say. There's no way that you should have continued with him after that. That set the blueprint for him. I'm just telling you. Okay, now you have laid this out for him. So going in, now he thinks, well, if she forgave me for this, then she gonna forgive me for anything. You can never give a person that. You should have left right when it happened. It's easier said than done because you want to hold on to what y'all had and it's been so many years, but no, I wouldn't have went through with it. If I knew then what I know now, I would have advised you or any other woman. Don't go through with it because you have the dress. Don't go through with it because you have the venue. Don't go through with it because you put out the invitations. Baby, if you don't go ahead and send a tweet, hey, hashtag cancels. Baby, you better send a tweet. I would not do that again. And you should not have done that. You didn't even deserve to have such a beautiful moment tainted by his foolishness. And it's okay to be vulnerable because she started crying and Labrina was like, girl, don't you do that. No, girl, do it. Listen, y'all can't come and cry to me because I'm going to say it's okay. Let it all out. I don't care if you cry, scream. You can break some dishes up in here. Whatever it is you need to do, girl, cry it out. I do the same thing with my son. When he's crying, I don't say, shut that noise up. I'm going to give you something to cry about. I be like, it's okay, baby. Just go and get it all out. Now, if he just doing a little bit too much, I'll be like, boy, if you don't shut that noise up. But you got to get it out. That's how you get sick. Go on, let it out, child. Because a lot of women are looking at this and they're going through the exact same thing. They probably already got the dress. They already got the invitations out. They already got the venue. They want to wear this dress. They want to put on this party, but they know that that man is not good for them. And they're looking at you. They're looking at your business, your success, your pretty Instagram pictures, and they think you have it all together. But little do they know that you don't. So you sharing this is going to help somebody. That's why can't nobody shame me. Can't nobody shame me. When people be like, I would have never said, well, why would he? Baby, I don't care. I don't care because I'm not in that space right now. I'm trying to help you. So you might be going through it and thinking that you're by yourself and you're not. So for me, I thought that was a really good moment for Elena to share that because I feel like she's been needing to lift that off of her. And I guess she's using the show to do it, y'all. And that was the end of the episode. Listen, I think this show is going to be good, y'all. I really do. Come back each and every week. It's on OWN. It comes on Saturday nights, 8 Central Standard Time. So make sure you set your DVRs. If you don't have OWN, it's okay. Come over here and I'm going to give you all the tea. Okay? Comment down below and I'm going to comment back. Please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace.